It's the grandson of Right Thought. This is Matthew chapter 13, start at verse 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou them that we go and gather them up? Will thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles, and burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So that's a parable. Okay? A mystery spoken. An allegory to explain something else. Okay? That has a higher spiritual meaning. So what is he saying? He's saying that he has wheat growing on the earth. The earth is the field, and he's planted wheat, which is right thinking children on the earth, made in his image and in his likeness, to carry forth his will in the earth. And while he was doing that, another person came and sowed tares in his field or in earth. They look like wheat. It's hard to tell the difference between the two, but they grew together. Well, it's just like you and in your families. You see, there are wheat in the family and there are tares in a family. You all seen it. All of you elect, all of you targeted individuals have seen it. You've experienced it. And what did he say he would do? He said, let them grow together until the time of the harvest. Because if you destroy them now, if you destroy the tares now, you root them up, you might root up some of the wheat. I don't want to lose any of my wheat. You see? Just like in the families. See, if he had destroyed the families when there was wheat in there, the wheat would be destroyed as well. So he had to separate them, the wheat from the tares. See? And so how is he going to do this? Well, in the time of the harvest, he said, which is the end. Then he's going to send the reapers. You see that? And what are they going to do first? It says they're going to gather the tares and burn them first. Then he will gather his into his barn. So it's just like I've been telling you. The first thing you're going to see happen is that the tares are going to be burned off of the earth. And he said, this is like the kingdom of heaven. It's a parable. So these fake ass people you've been living around, these AI, fake ass intelligence, they're not real, they're tares, they have no fruit in them. They will be burned and destroyed in the time of the harvest, which is now. So right now what you see them doing is scrambling, trying not to be burned. Trying to blend in with wheat, trying to act like you're all one so you can be burned with them. But the Most High is going to separate and gather his wheat into his barn after he's put the fire on the chaff or on the tares. Y'all understand that? Y'all see that? And so if you look around in your own life, if you've distinguished who you are, if you're indeed wheat, then you've seen the tares around you, the murderers, the liars, the thieves. No matter how good they try to play it off like they're not. No matter how they try to blame everybody else for all their wicked ass deeds, all their murders, all of their deceptions and lies, how they try to cover all that shit up. No matter how they try to do it, you can see it. But they're living in your world. Some of them eat with you, they drink with you, they party with you. But in the time of harvest, you will be separated and they will be burned first. See, everybody keeps talking about how we're going to go up in the clouds, we're going to be snatched up in the air, and then the fire is going to come down. That ain't what you just read. Over and over and over again, I keep tell you guys. He said he's going to burn them first, and then he's going to gather his wheat into his barn. So he says Israel was scattered all over the earth. He's going to gather them and bring them into their own land. That's called bringing them into their barn. You see, the ox knows his owner, the donkey, the ox doesn't know it. I mean, the ox knows his owner, the donkey knows his master's crib, but Israel doth not know the barn. Well, he's going to, because they're scattered. Well, he's going to bring them back to their barn. Well, that's what you just read. I'm going to gather the wheat into my barn and take all the artificial intelligence and burn their ass. All the murderers, all the liars, all the people who are not living with right thought will be burned. If you're not in divine alignment when this harvest happens, you will be burned. It's just like the same thing with a tree. If you got fruit on that tree, you're only gathering the fruit. The rotten shit, the shit that got worms all in it, that's artificial. I don't want that. That's a reject. Same thing on the earth. Because what is a nation without love? Y'all. What is a home without love in it? What is a land without love? What is creation without love? That's why the Most High made a tender keeper to his garden. Because what is it? What is his garden without love in it? Just like your home. What is your home without love in it? No matter how big and beautiful it looks on the outside, it's about what's in the inside of that home. Y'all know this. And that's why y'all can't deny this doctrine. You can't deny this teaching. You can't deny it. It's coming with too much accuracy and too much clarity. Unlike having to conjecture and stumble and guess and come up with all kinds of hearsay to try to make it make sense. If you are wheat, then you are indeed living around tares, which you have now recognized are tares. It's not like I'm telling you something strange. You know this in your life. Look at your sisters. Look at your brothers. Look at the person you're in a relationship with. Look at your mom. Look at your dad. Look at your coworkers. All walking around with their mask on their face, with a little shield in front of their face. They don't want to get coughed on, all this other shit. Programmed, doing everything that they're told to do. Like AI, like a terror. Just copying, trying to look like wheat, trying to act like it and trying to blend in. Hey, tares, why don't you just go out in the field and just grow by yourself? Why do you have to grow amongst the wheat? To try to deceive the wheat out of his inheritance. You see, bearing fruit. Be fruitful and multiply. That's the command from the beginning. Well, what's multiplication without love? Y'all, what good does it do if we have millions of children but we don't love them? Like I said, man, y'all step right up, man. Just like that thing when you go to the carnival, you hit that thing and it goes up, hits that bell. Bing! Step right on up. Let's see if you can do it. Well, let's see if you can ring my bell, nigga. You step up and hit this bitch because that hammer heavy as fuck. Let's see if you can swing it and hit my bell, nigga. Because none of you niggas can stand against this shit. It's obvious and true that what we're dealing with. You guys want to put all these new words on it. You want to call it gang stalking and targeted individuals. You want to call it narcissism and empath. You want to call it Democrat and Republic. You want to call it Bloods and Crips. You want to call it all the other shit than what Most High called it. Righteous and unrighteous. Clean and unclean. Upright and base. Sons of the Most High and sons of Belial. You decide what you want to be today, wheat. You want to still be a tear? You want to still blend in with the tares? Voting and shit? Marching? With a fucking upside down rainbow flag? Bunch of trannies? Fags? A ship without a sail? Just tossed on the waves? That's what you want to be? Emotional? Out in the street getting shot with rubber bullets? Getting vaccines, letting people tell you what to do. Artificial intelligence running off of a standardized program. A and then B. And then after B, I do C. And then after C, I do D. Then I start with A again. And then I do B. And then I do C and D. And then I start off with A again. What a great life. Fucking robots. That's not living. And if you think it is, then you're pathetic. If you think living is being governed, ruled over, told what to do, told where you can go, when you can't do this, when you can do that, when you can use the bathroom, when you can take a shit, when you can drink something, when you can eat, what time you get to go on lunch, when you got to wake up in the morning, when you can see your family members, when you can hang out with your kids. You want somebody telling you all that shit, or you want to be free today? Because ain't nothing stopping you from being free other than walking in your truth, wheat. Stop trying to blend in with these tares and be what you were created to be, to bear fruit. All of y'all want to walk around here turning a blind eye to all the wicked shit you see. And all you empaths, you're all walking around feeling all bad about the wickedness you see. Well, what about the wickedness you got in your own heart, empath? Have you cleared that out yet? So that you can see clearly what you look at in this world? Stop being a goddamn tear. being fruitless in your walk in this world? Are you going to open your mouth today? Stop being so damn scared. They have no power over you. This world hath no power over you. Love conquers all things. It is conquered over death. Love conquers it all. Most High searches the intentions of your heart. And if the intentions of your heart today are motivated by love, then you win. You can't lose. You can't lose. Don't fear he who can take your life, but fear him who can take your life and soul and destroy them bitches both in hell. The creator of all things, Abba Yah. Y'all are caught up on all the wrong things out here and not the heart of the matter. The intention, guys. Why y'all can't understand that? Why y'all can't see it? You're all caught up on the wrong things. I'm seeing much of Hebrew camps battling back and forth with other Hebrew camps about words. About words. His name is Yahuwah. His name is Ahaya. When they all mean the same thing. It means I am, or he who exists. He who exists is I am. A person who knows they exist, guys. It means the same words. People going back and forth. His name is Yahusha. No, his name is Yeshaya. When they both mean Yah salvation. Yahusha means Yah salvation. Yeshaya means salvation is Yah. So we're going from left to right and right to left. Most High, the Most High Son said, yeah, he came as a lamb. Now he's going to return as a lion. So if he came as Yahushua, he just might return as a Yeshaya. Same meaning. Different vibration. Same meaning. You see that? A lamb, then a lion. Salvation is Yah, Yah salvation. Same person from back to front. Flip on both sides. Because he's balanced within himself. He's Phi. So he both. So there's no need in you guys going back and forth arguing about this shit when you're talking about the intents of the words. What good does it do me to say Yahweh if I don't know that means I am? What good does it do me to say Yah? I don't even know it means I am when that's what it means. So then why don't I just say I am? Because that's what it means, and that's the language I'm using when I speak in this world. If I'm looking for the Savior, why don't I just say he who saves? Yah salvation, save me. Because that's what his name actually means, guys. All of you on this earth have names that have meaning, but y'all don't call each other by the meaning of the name. Just call each other by the surface-ass title. You see that? You just call yourself by the surface title. So in my case, my name's Isaiah, or as they say, Yeshaya, however you want to pronounce it. Isaiah. If that's the case, that means God exists. He who is, I am. That's what Yeshaya means. Yah salvation. So if somebody was to come up to me and say, Yah salvation, I would answer. If someone was to come up to me to say, God exists, I would say, yes. Because that's what you're saying. You're just saying, Yeshaya or Yesaya. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that? So y'all got to come out of this tear way of thinking by standardized program. Rudimentary. That's the only way a standardized program can learn some shit. That's the only way a robot can learn is to be programmed, nigga. He ain't got free will. You, on the other hand, have free will to decide what you're going to be. But he already told you what's going to happen. He's going to burn them tears up. He's going to gather them up and burn them. That's what's happening on the earth right now. He gathering their ass up and burning their ass up off the earth. They're being purged away from this land. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with earth. Y'all want to run from here so damn bad? Y'all so-called believers, y'all want to run from this damn place so bad? Ain't nothing wrong with earth. Earth is a beautiful place to live for a wheat. It's a beautiful place to live. It's abundant, guys. Sweet water, rivers of water are on this earth. Springs of living water are on this earth. Great abundance of fruits bearing seed are on this earth. There is great abundance on this earth. Beautiful places to live on this earth. It's those tares that are sucking the resources. Isn't that what weeds do? When they grow in the garden, don't they suck all the resources out of the soil, away from the good fruit, the good flowers, the good plants?
take their resources, take their nutrients for themselves and grow in their place? Is that not what happens when they choke out the good shit? But when the good can grow without the tares, then he's in a beautiful environment called heaven. It's the same place, isn't it? So y'all better wake up today and get gathered into this barn when the gathering comes. Siloam Yisrael.